So in this video, I want to share with you what my jobs are. You could say our souls all have different jobs. What do we get paid? I don't know. So I think this is an important topic, and I feel like we can all support each other. Hey Robert, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. So in this video, I'm sharing different jobs that I have, and some of these jobs, I guess you could say I don't like. I guess the ego is what likes and doesn't like things. So these are jobs that it's important to look at. What's my job right now? Hey Christy. Hey Moon, thank you so much for being here. Okay, so what does this mean? Let's just be very simple. Things that I can't control right now. I can't change certain things in my life right now. So my job, one of my jobs, is to be present with the pain, present with the glioblastoma, the brain cancer, to be present with, and then on the other side of the coin, be present with the dreams in my heart. Hey Mary, thank you for being here. Thank you Walter for being here. So in this video, I wanted to share different jobs that I have, or that my soul has. Maybe job is not the right word, but it's things that I can't control on both sides. Like I can't control certain things that I would like to heal or to change, you could say. But then there are certain things, like dreams in my heart, that I cannot change. If somebody gave me everything in the whole world, I would not change certain dreams and desires in my soul that have been here since childhood. So I think that all of us have something similar. These are all, like we all have, hey Jen, thanks for being here. We all have these things that we can't change, I think. I mean, can we change the dreams in our soul? Maybe they'll change forms, but the essence of them, I think they stay the same. Could be wrong, but I know for me they've stayed the same for a very long time. I'm trying not to be attached to it. Like if my soul's purpose is to be a sniper in the military, then in this lifetime, then that's what I'll be. But right now my soul's path is exactly what I'm doing now. My soul chose, along with God, to have the brain cancer and all of these challenges, and also to fully heal and to move into optimum health. Plus, to do so while humanity is in this huge shift. So that's what I'm going through, and I feel like maybe you are too in your own way. Like you have, your soul has dreams and visions, and these things no one can change. It doesn't matter what happens in politics or the world or with the supposed virus. Physically, the virus, and then the fear virus that's happening. In a sense, that has nothing to do with the dreams in our heart. Hey Newell, thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Cindy, for being here on this planet right now. So yeah, I have to constantly remind myself. It's been like over 500 days of constant pain, and well, you don't need to see it. You've already probably seen. Well, if you haven't, actually, some people might view this video in the future. So yeah, that's painful. Could be a lot worse, but 500 days straight of just waking up in pain. Recently, there's been a lot of pain because they had to cut through a lot here. So there's been pain in the jaw. I have like perfect oral care, brushing and flossing. I'm even using ozone oil for the teeth. I've seen a holistic dentist to examine everything and take care of any cavities, but there's still pain all day long. So that's my point. I guess this is part of my job right now, to just be present with the karma I've created. And so, hey Shani, thanks for being here. Thank you everyone for being here. Energetically, we are creating a new earth right now. And I'm doing my best to not be like selfish or self-centered. I guess it would be easy to, in my situation. I'm trying to find a balance. Maybe we're all trying to find a balance. We all have needs. We all have to take care of ourselves. But I think we all have gifts to share with each other. And this is part of what's happening right now. We're realizing we cannot heal and ascend on our own. Possibly quite literally. Hi, Mrs. Kiefer. I don't know if you mind that I still call you Mrs. Kiefer, or you want me to call you Ellen. I don't know. I could call you fellow soul on this path. So yeah, this is definitely what I'm feeling. I feel like my soul chose to have this experience because really beautiful things are going to happen in my life for me and for other people. It's hard to describe, but since I was diagnosed with stage 4 brain cancer on October 10th or whatever it was, I felt very clearly that this was part of my highest soul's path. That was the strongest feeling I got. It wasn't like, oh, this is terrible, oh, what's happening in my life, or I'm gonna die. It was just, oh yeah, this feels right. This is exactly what my soul wants. Because, hey Janice, thanks for being here. Because before I was diagnosed with brain cancer, I was working with so many different healers, coaches, therapists. And one of them her name is Juna. I would tell Juna for many years, literally for years, I'd tell her, like, I feel like something new is coming. I feel like, and I would tell her sometimes, I don't even feel alive right now. I feel like I want a new life. And I would tell her this. And, you know, we do work on different issues and stuff. And so as soon as I was diagnosed with brain cancer, my soul was like, yeah, now I have a really cool story to share with people. And I'm going to transform. I'm going to become all I was meant to be in this lifetime. But then it's been 15 months of challenges that I was not expecting. So sometimes I've had to tell the universe and God, I'd be like, okay, the story is cool enough now. We have enough cool things. The brain cancer, the brain surgery, the seizures, head infection, second head surgery. Head infection came back stronger. Apartment fire. Luckily, I didn't get burned or die. I was very, very close. Quite literally, I was in the apartment when it happened. And so I would tell the universe, okay, the story is cool enough. Let's start healing and feeling better. But I guess everything's according to God's plan. But that's the strong feeling I got this whole time, starting 15 months ago. Even with the pain and challenges and then surgeries and then, okay, another head surgery, another challenge. I'm going to dust the brush off of my energetic shoulder and heal. Awesome. And then another challenge, another head surgery. So I'm trying to surrender to this path, and it's like take extreme ownership, as Jocko Willink might say, and extreme responsibility for my whole life. But then at the same time, maybe there's a higher plan that maybe I don't even know about. So the original intention for this video, just putting on a glove, it's kind of chilly, was to share what my job is. Like, I wake up every day, what is my soul's job? Well, to be myself, to heal, fully heal the glioblastoma. I don't want to just actually fully heal it. I want to move into optimum health. How long can I live and feel good and be healthy? That's my goal. I don't care if it's possible or not, but that's my goal that I'm working towards. I don't have a thought of, well, I want to cure the cancer. I want to live for 3 to 5 years so the Western establishment can say it's a cure, and then the tumor comes back. I don't want the 3 to 5 year cure. I want the permanent, as if there are no traces at all of the glioblastoma. And I know that is possible, so I'm putting out that energy. Then at the same time, who knows what will happen in the next head surgery? Like somebody cutting the head open, it's quite the human experience. And then also, I don't know about you, but I have a lot of love. Well, I know you do too. You have a lot of love in your heart and you want to share it and create. It's been a very humbling experience to, it's trying to not make excuses, but sometimes there are limitations of what I can do. So, so some of my jobs are, these are jobs that I can choose to accept them or I can choose to run away from them. And it's not something that my ego wants to do, it's just I feel a truth in my heart. And I've been trying to find the balance of... and by the way, thank you everyone for being here. I hope this is worth your time. I know that we all have a lot going on. So, I've had to be honest with myself. It's not what do I think I should do with my life, or what's the right thing, or anything else. But if I left my body and I was facing God right now, and God said, what was your job, whatever the date is today, what was your job on January 3rd, 2020? What would I say? Well, I'd say my job is to, or even more so, what are things I can't change, and also what's my job? So I can't change the fact I'm in a male body right now. Can't change that fact. Can't change the fact that there's still the glioblastoma in the head, as far as I know. Can't change that. Can't change the fact that my financial situation. It is what it is, so can't change that right now. Can't change the fact that I'm alive now during this so-called virus situation. So there are many things. So I've had to acknowledge that, and also the limitations in my body, but also these things that I could just sit and sleep all day, I guess, if I wanted to, but I don't want to. So some dreams in my heart that I can't change. I'm kind of repeating myself. So I am here to bring love in my own way. I'm here to bring inspiration. Oh, and especially that one. Sometimes I wake up, I'm like, God, that's my job? Because sometimes it gets overwhelming. But the truth is, I'm here to inspire people. Not by really trying. What does that even mean? Am I going to run a marathon and that's going to inspire people? I definitely do not want to, I'm not trying to inspire people. That's the last thing on my mind. Who cares about that? But I feel like if I follow my heart, and if and when my health improves, I fully heal, I think that will be inspiring for people. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that we all have things in our heart that if we follow them, it will bring love to other people. And I'm trying to remind myself of that without putting pressure on myself. I have to heal, I have to create these things, I have to share with people because this is helpful for people, and maybe some people are depending on me for to bring positive energy into their life. So I'm trying to trust that God will take care of all that, and all I have to do is focus on, doing my job, you could say. So my job is to stay alive as long as I can, to heal as much as I can, and other things. So would anyone like to share any intentions? I guess you could say that's another way of what is our job. You could say, what is your soul's intention? Maybe that's even more of like a fun way of looking at our soul's job. Like what vision, what dream did your soul have when you were a child that's still here now? I've thought about that a lot. And again, it might take different shapes and forms, but I know for me, the same dreams have been here to add love, creativity. I really love different forms of healing, of improving health. And I don't know about you, but I had so much fear and stress and trauma that made me run away from my soul's dreams that I just shared with you. And that led to the brain cancer in the first place. But it's kind of interesting because this is actually leading towards my highest soul's dreams. So would I change anything so that I didn't get the brain cancer? No, because then I wouldn't be speaking to you right now. It's a very interesting thing. And I think this is something we can all benefit from. We all have karma, you could say. Everyone has karma, good, bad, whatever. We're all in the cycle of karma to a certain degree. Maybe we'll be in it forever. What if we are in the cycle of karma forever? Can we still bring love and our gifts to that? That's what I'm trying to do. And then I thought about it. What if we even break the cycle of karma? Then what? Maybe that's what happens. Maybe this is like an infinite cycle. I believe the universe has experienced this many, many times. You think this is the first time you've been on a planet with COVID? I think we've been here before. And there are parallel realities that are happening at the same time. That's just my theory. Sometimes I speak to the Ethan that has been on this timeline, and I speak to him. You could call that a doppelganger. And communicate that the Ethan that was on this timeline and that fully healed and that was part of the earth that fully healed. So that's what I've been doing. That's one of my practices. Like even if pain comes, and it will, even if I leave this body, and I will, I'm doing my best to have the same energy of following the dreams in my heart. So much easier said than done. But I think it's helpful to share our goals even if they might seem impossible. Why not? I mean, we don't want to just talk and not do, but we don't want to just do and not use our power to create with our words. So what if this is what we talked about all day long? The dreams in our heart, the truth of who we are. And this is what we shared with people. And more so, we shared with people like everyone who is here, who is loving and supportive. I think the world would be a better place. So maybe that's one of my jobs, to help people remember who they are. It's super cliche, but I'm not telling people who they are, but we can help each other remember who we are. It's probably a lot more simple than we think. I think we're just minds and in bodies. Maybe we're like consciousness in bodies. We feel energy. It's pretty much it. I'm sure there's more, but so does anyone have any questions? Anything you want to share? Hey Andy, thanks for being here. Like, why not have fun with this? Because I've been in very limiting situations for my body where the only thing I could use was my mind. Like that was like the only thing, because the body was in so much pain. Even now, it's like very intense. But I think we all had this as children. We created with our minds, with our hearts. We didn't care about any limitations. We just would visualize and create. And then we'd follow those visions. And then we forgot. And the rules came in and the adult stuff. But what if we can create with our minds and just visualize things? That's what I've been doing. Maybe that's one of my gifts. That I feel, you could call it God, I feel an energy all the time. I call it my unique vibration. And I communicate with it. And then good things just happen. So I think we all have this ability. Sometimes when we think of mind, we think of, oh, the mind is bad, the mind is ego, things like that. But if you bring some love into the mind, like that's a successful formula right there. If you bring fear into the mind, that's the opposite. My shaman said, worry is praying for what you don't want. So it's like our minds are constantly visualizing. We could bring good visions, like good meaning a vision that feels good for you, or we could bring in a vision that doesn't feel good. And I want to remind you that the news, the dark forces, they want to program people to visualize negative things. That's part of what's happening now. Because it's kind of unfortunate, but these occult leaders, the negative dark energies, they understand how the mind works. They understand psychology deeply. They know how it works. They understand astrology. They know how it works. They know how to use astrology to sway people to do certain things. They're very aware of this. And they're also scared. Super scared. Very scared, because the mass awakening, the tipping point, you might be the 100th monkey. Actually, you never know. The 100th monkey to connect with their heart and wake up, and then that's it. So that's why there's all of this attack on freedom, on health, on love, on freedom of speech, taking off the muzzle and smiling. So just keep that in mind. Also keep in mind that for every, I think Ram Dass said, for every dote, there's an antidote. So for every negative thing that happens, you could say, there is going to be an equal and opposite positive. I've experienced that in my own life with stage 4 brain cancer. Hope I don't burn my face with the sun. I haven't been outside much in the past 15 months. But yeah, with the brain cancer, if this happened many years ago, maybe I wouldn't even be in this body anymore. But I've experienced the best available that I've seen, frequency medicine, many, many modalities that have helped me stay alive and that are helping me heal. The tumor stopped growing. So, yeah, I'm reminding you to keep faith that even when the things become very, very dark and hopeless, that there are just as much light and hopeful things happening. I've seen this. This is not just a theory. This is a very real thing. That there's like this thing that's happening, the darkness, the light, the fear, the love, and many other things. So, yeah, they say the rainbow warriors are going to make a return, the light workers, the native traditions. We call it alternative medicine. This is not alternative. This is like thousands of years. Native traditions, they knew how to cure. They didn't even use the word cure, just bringing things back into balance. Because everything was about balancing the energy, balancing the chakras, balancing the doshas. You think Ayurveda doesn't know how to deal with coronavirus? They sure do. And many other, like native medicines in every part of the world. I don't know what African native medicine is like, but there's some value there, I'm sure. And then also, you could call it Western medicine, but this is just, it's these technologies, Western and Eastern, they're very, very advanced, using different frequencies, technologies, light, magnets, hyperbaric oxygen, intravenous ozone, many other different therapies that can fully heal every single person on this planet. Now, of course, maybe if it's not in God's plan, maybe there's not enough time, it's too late to fully heal them, but these are available, light therapies, and many of them are not available to people because of money. Like, that's super sad that something is available to heal someone, and because of money and the financial system, literally that person will die and or be in pain. So that's another one of my jobs. I'm lucky. Not everyone is as lucky as me. If I just relied on insurance and treatments that insurance covers, I don't think I would be in the body right now. So yeah, one of my jobs is to fully heal and to help others do the same. And sometimes there's fear because it's like, well, if people share true cures and healing, they could be killed. And that has happened with many doctors. Many doctors. And many doctors have been silenced. YouTube channels have been deleted. So either that, well, even if that is possible, then what am I going to choose? To not share love? Because I'm afraid of leaving the body? Well, I'm going to leave it anyway, so. But it has to be done intelligently. We don't want to just, unless this is your path to sacrifice your body for the greater good, ideally we would all, it would be done intelligently. Because there is a battle going on right now between the lies and the truth. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to be kind of like ninja. It's all just an excuse. The brain cancer, these challenges, it's just a front for the deeper truths and love I want to bring to the planet. If I was just fully, there's such a beautiful child walking. I'm going to show you. She's just beautiful. I wanted to show people. Yeah. Well, anyway. So you have to be a little bit ninja with going about this. Some people, they're just out in the open, educating people on masks and the virus and vaccines and all that stuff. But that's not my path right now. I'm aware of these different things, but I'm not wasting energy on that because I have to use my energy in other ways. Plus, I'd have to educate myself a lot on the science of all this different stuff and share with people. So for now, this is my job. This is what I'm doing. But yeah, I will be, I don't know if I'm going to be an actual doctor or what, but anyway, that doesn't matter. It's thinking too far in the future. So welcome to my reality of all these dreams are here. And then at the same time, it's like, oh God, please pain, go away. And then at the same time, it's just being present with everything. So yeah, I'm trying not to rant here. Thank you, Bridget, for being here. Thank you, Carrie. I mean, at the same time, I feel like I have wisdom inside. Maybe that could sound like ego, but the truth is there's certain wisdom and energy, so I can either run away from it or I can try to live it and share it with people. Because I've run away from it for so many years. Running away from integrity, running away from what I know is true. In all areas of my life, I would eat certain things that I knew were not in alignment with my truth for many years, and then I would detox, and then I would eat them and drink the foods and just for so long and run away from my truth. And what does that mean? I feel like whatever your truth is, what makes you feel good, pretty much. That's your truth. Good in your soul. You know, maybe it doesn't always feel good in the body to work out or to eat certain ways, or sorry, somebody just messaged me. You know, but I feel like that's why we're here, to follow our truth, and that brings us happiness. Like, my happiness is not just based on comfort. That's not what I mean by happiness. I mean following your soul's path. So that's what I'm trying to do, and it's gotten so much better since the past few years. Luckily, I integrated, and then I discovered I had brain cancer. So I have to go soon. Does anyone have any questions? Anything you want to share? This is kind of like a one-way conversation, but everyone who is here is doing amazing work in the planet. Energy is real. Hey, Eliza, thanks for being here. And I've seen this. I've created so much stress in my life, and that has affected my reality. And also, there is a deep faith in my heart that everything for me personally will work out. So that's the energy I'm staying connected to. So yeah, Elise, I don't know if this is the right way to say it. Hey Eric, thanks for being here. Love you too, Newell. So, yeah, I'm trying to, I think they say in AA something about like, dear God, please give me the strength to do what is right or something, and then the wisdom, like, let go of things I can't control, and then know the wisdom to know the difference. Something like that. So I think we're all definitely practicing this. Thank you so much to everyone who is here. I guess if you just met me, the story, it's just a story. It's kind of a cool story. Brain cancer, head infections, several of them. They cut out part of my skull. Super painful. But yeah, I feel like I have love to share with people. Like we all do. And it's been maybe the essence of what I'm sharing is, something that we're all going through right now. I think every person is going through a death-rebirth portal, whether you know it or not. Oh yeah, Holly says, strength to change what I can, serenity to accept what I cannot change, and the wisdom to know the difference. Yes. By the way, never forget George Costanza. Serenity now. It's a good affirmation. Yeah, so, the death-rebirth portal. There's no denying it. We can't, if somebody says, the planet is not on a death-rebirth portal, I think it's undeniable that there is something's happening on this planet right now. And death, I mean, it's different for each of us. There's psychological death, there's little letting go, little rebirth. Maybe death rebirth is not the right word, but I think you know what I mean. So what I'm doing my best to do, it's very humbling, but to accept the fact that I'm on a death rebirth portal. To accept the fact that I'm going to have my 5th head surgery coming up. To accept the fact there will be more pain. And also to accept the fact that the dreams in my heart are still here. So, and also to accept the fact of what's happening on the planet. And I do feel that it's possible. Just how things could go to hell in a handbasket really quick. I guess they could go to heaven in a handbasket really quick too. And this is part of the problem, if you want to call it that, is the darkness is very organized. Very organized. The light, not so much. But this is what we're doing. We're creating new communities of light workers, rainbow warriors, whatever you want to call it. Good people. Think of how many good people there are on the planet. Almost all of them, deep down inside, I mean, there are people possessed by dark forces, for sure. But think about, even if just a small percentage of humanity woke up, even just a little bit, like, things could get better really quickly, like really quickly. And I feel deeply that this is what's happening. I'm kind of repeating myself, but this is why the dark forces are throwing everything they can at us. Because they know that humanity is awakening. And actually, there's nothing they could do. They can make it harder, they could try to slow it down, maybe add some pain and challenges to the situation. But I believe that humanity, along with the earth, are ascending and awakening. And love cannot be stopped or destroyed. So for some of us, this is going to lead to leaving our bodies, maybe me soon, I have no idea. Some of us pain, but I believe ultimately the earth for sure will be okay. She's not going to, the earth will be okay. She can handle it. She can very much handle it. She's trying to clean up things right now and purify things. That's my belief anyway. Plus, there are interdimensional beings, which I believe are benevolent. They follow the universal principle of free will, but there are some theories at times humans are going to blow up the planet or possibly use weapons that would affect other dimensions, and at those times the aliens would interfere and stop those weapons from being used. It's an interesting theory. Hey, Chef, aka my big brother. If you've never checked him out, you should check out Chef Eric Levine. He's pretty masterful at what he does. He doesn't just cook food, he creates magic in what he does. So, and definitely if you're in the New York area, check out his restaurant. He's creating some amazing things even now. He's very, very adaptable. He creates art. He has awesome books. So Chef Eric Levine. I don't know if that's how he says it now, but so it's pretty powerful what he's doing. He's also been a beautiful person in my life, so check out what he's doing. So yeah, I believe this is what's happening now. You could say love is increasing on the planet, and the fear is freaking out, the fearful dark energies, if you want to call it Satan. I don't even know what Satan means, but that's part of what's happening, and that's my perspective anyway. Thanks, Mom, for being here. Who would have thought? Live streams with my mom and brother. So, yeah, I have to go soon, but I just want to encourage you to keep on following the dreams in your heart. If there is safety in this planet, which, we don't want to... did we just come here to be safe? I don't think so. But if there is safety, it's staying connected with your truth and your heart and following that, even if it leads to leaving the body or pain. So that's what I'm doing my best to do. Again, easier said than done. I'm trying to do my best whether I'm on a live stream or not. Unless anyone has any questions or anything you want to share. I'm trying to get everything organized. It's like 16 months of pain and head surgeries and challenges. I'm trying to focus on healing, but also creating a new life. So I want to get things more organized as far as letting you know about things I'm creating, letting you know about ways that we can connect. Because we cannot ascend on our own, whatever ascension means for you. Whether that means creating a good life, healing. I can't heal this brain cancer on my own. That would be ridiculous. This has been a big problem, you could say, with spirituality. It's like, we can't do it on our own. We can't, so this is the energy we're moving into, where your success is my success, even if it's very different. I don't care if you're not vegan or you don't do what I do. There's enough for everyone, I believe. So this is the energy we might be forced to move into. We might be forced to help each other. Might be forced to love each other. But, we can do this now. So, enough of me ranting about I don't know what. But thank you so much for connecting, and I really appreciate your love and support, and I look forward to sharing more. So wishing you the best, and keep up the good fight wherever you are, and more good things to come.